How do you feel about Cardi B?
What about her?
About Cardi B admitting that she
Good for her.
used to...
Fuck him.
Wait, no, that she used to drug and rob men?
Good for her.
Good for her?
Yeah, good for her.
Back with her again. Now, this girl right here, she has a podcast called One Thing About It. Now, she went viral for her recent hot takes, talking about all men should delete social media if you don't make no money off of it, and she made her boyfriend delete social media. Yes, we're back again, but we're talking about, they were having a conversation about drugging men who drug women, and she has this stance that when Cardi B did it, it was okay because fuck these niggas. And my whole thing is this. You got to listen to what they were saying. Hold on, first of all, for the people on YouTube, welcome back to my channel. She's talking about Cardi B and how it was okay for Cardi B to do what she did and how everybody else should be thrown under the grave. But I'll let y'all take a look for yourself.
We really need to address for real, and I'm gonna make a whole like solo thing about this too. Somebody gotta do the shit. Like, I cannot go one more fucking month and every month is something new about Trey Songz. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just find it just a little.
What do you think it is?
A little bit odd though, like that he's never like. There hasn't ever been like.
I mean, think about how many decades.
Though.
No, think about how many decades Harvey Weinstein was getting away with this shit. Think about how many decades the Jeffrey Epstein shit was going on. Like, think about decades of this. Like, even the R. Kelly shit. We knew he was peeing on 15-year-olds. I mean, I knew about that like when I was like 10 years old. But he's just now getting the shit coming back to him. Like the Bill Cosby shit. He still got fucking complaints from the 60s. Like, it's decades of just like women complaining and saying shit, and they're either getting paid off or it's like they're not taking it serious.
How do you feel about Cardi B?
What about her?
About Cardi B admitting that she
good for her.
Used to
fuck him.
Wait, no, that she used to drug and rob men?
Good for her.
Good for her?
Yeah, good for her. Good for her. Who got hurt? They didn't.
What? Are you serious?
They was taking drugs already anyway. Niggas be off perks and you mad because you got robbed, you flaunted it.
So
I'm about to start snatching chains.
So I'm saying, like, it's cool.
Why not? The fuck?
So like she gets a pass for drugging and robbing men.
She does. Who gives a fuck? They got robbed. They can get that shit back. They had all the money to buy the shit. They can buy it again. We're not even gonna start comparing getting drugged and robbed for some fucking watches or some fucking money to getting sexually fucking assaulted.
If she laced that shit with some type of substance,
did they die?
Did they die? Did the women?
Yes or no? Did they die?
Did the women die that Trey Songz was supposedly?
Yes or no? Did the men that Cardi B drugged and robbed, did they die?
I have no clue. Some of them could be dead. Some of them could be dead right now.
We would know.
Some of them could be dead right now.
They didn't because we would know.
We would not know.
How would we know if we already know about the story? We know about her doing it, right? So we would know.
The victims of her crimes, they were like, getting what's it called, bro? I don't know. They became victims before she was famous. Those victims are silenced. No one knows who they are. Not a single name has ever came out.
Are they silenced or are they dead? That's what I'm asking. They're not dead, right?
You don't know if they're dead or not.
Stop.
You don't know if they're dead or not.
You literally just said that we know that they're victims, right?
So we know. You don't know if they're dead.
Google it. Google it. Google it.
She got a lot of pull on the internet and shit. She probably wiped their names and all that shit.
Nobody died from they missing a 10,000. So I don't give a fuck about them niggas missing a few grand. Good for her that she got the money. Honestly, that's how I think.
So do you know? Yo, this is crazy. So
good for her that she got the money. I'm never gonna be like, oh, we should be talking about Cardi B when it talks about like all the sexual assault going on. She didn't sexually assault them.
She didn't sexually, but yo, are you
put a little drugs in the casa? Okay, yeah, and took some money, but that's not comparing to sexually assaulting somebody.
Let me ask you this, right? Let's say, for instance, like we go out to a bar or some shit after this, right? And we just chopping it up. You go to the bathroom. I dump some shit in your drink when you come back. Now you fall the fuck out.
Okay, but
no. There's not no okay, but like, would that be fine? Would I be justified in that because you didn't die?
Stop. You want me to answer, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's talk about it. What would your intentions be with drugging a girl that you're on a date with?
I want to steal your Omani chain because I could go sell it online.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I could go sell it online.
The reason that men drug women when they're on...
But I just gave you the example though.
Stop. Because you can give an example all day, but we got to put it to practical everyday right?
No,
Like
but
you got to be
you're
practical
moving
what
the
you're talking
goalposts
about.
to fit your
No, I'm
agenda,
not. You
though.
literally just said, is it the same thing if a man drugs a woman and if I drugged you on a date? We got to talk about the intentions. Why are you drugging that person?
I just told you I'm drugging you to steal
No,
your
you're
chain,
not. You're not
bruh.
drugging me to steal my chain because men don't drug women and rob them. They drug women to sexually assault
Not
them. That's
all-
what they.
But I'm
yes,
saying
okay.
me.
I don't
I'm
give a fuck
saying
about
me.
you. We're talking about what actually happened.
Okay. Let me borrow your chain real quick. You're not gonna give it to me? All right, bro. See, now you.
What's happening here is she's very diverting. For one, when Cardi B was doing those things, she was robbing men and having trans men sleep with those men. So those men were getting sexually assaulted. Not only was she robbing them, drugging them, but she was having trans men sleep with those men. So they were sexually assaulted. What she's trying to do is be literate. They weren't sexually assaulted. When men, it's okay for women to drug men because when women drug men, they're only robbing them. So you deserve to be drugged because you can make the money right back. When all these other guys sleep with these women and drug them, there's something that they can never turn back from. But sweetheart, unfortunately, a man getting his manhood taken away, his resources taken away, all because of he wanted to have a good time with a stripper and he didn't know that you had issues. Who is that fair to? So she trying to act like what's happening that Cardi B did is completely not an issue. But that shows there's some type of hatred towards men. And this is not, she's not in the business of actually problem solving, because if she was, she would say date rape and drugging anybody is wrong as a whole. It doesn't matter if it's only about robbing, if it's only about sexual advances, because if you think about it, when a woman gets drugged and things happen to her, she's getting robbed of something as well. She's getting robbed of her dignity. She's getting robbed of her values, of her actual, I don't want to use those words, but she's getting robbed as well. So people keep trying to compare a woman's version of robbery versus a man's version of robbery, and we all know women and men are different. That's why she took those assets from men, because she doesn't get no benefit of raping men, of drugging men and then sleeping with them. She doesn't get no benefit out of that, but her max benefit is what she went and did. So it's a problem still as a whole. She's trying to change the scenario and she's not really letting him speak. She's saying fuck men because it sounds like there's a deep hatred towards men based off of what is happening with these other scenarios of guys like Trey Songz and all these different things that are people that she's trying to put out there. And do I agree to anything that these other guys are doing to females? Absolutely not, because it's not cool as a whole that anybody has to drug a female and then sleep with them. When if you're already a superstar, what's the point of drugging them to sleep with them? But there's always two sides to every story. But to act like it's okay for men to get drugged by women because you can make the money back, that's not always true. Somebody could have worked really, really, really hard to get where they had to be, and to get drugged and then lose it all has to be okay because I'm a man. That is so morally wrong.
So you actually don't give me the chain? All right, pass it.
It's not even a chain. It's just a necklace.
Okay.
I can't get it off my ears.
Okay, then I'm gonna drug you and I'm gonna rob you.
Okay. What are you saying? You're saying that you're not really making sense. I'm saying that it's not comparable to talk about Cardi B drugging and robbing men and Trey Songz sexually assaulting people. Those are not the same things, and don't act like they are. And when men drug women, their whole goal is to sexually assault them.
That's not the goal all the time.
That is the goal. Then why?
There's other reasons. They could put, like I said, they could probably be trying to
Anyway,
take your chain,
yeah,
man.
good for her. Because they probably deserved it.
So
and that's really the way I feel about it.
So there's no double standard there at all.
No, because it wasn't the same thing. It wasn't the same thing.
But you guys want to know what's super hilarious? When men were talking about how women could avoid the R word, they were saying, well, don't go outside wearing skirts this high. Don't go outside revealing they were basically saying why some woman will get picked in those scenarios over certain women, and they would blame it on reasons why they were dressed. So if one was to say, hey, you deserve that to happen to you because how you were dressed, that is wrong. You deserve that to happen to you because you probably cheated on your ex, or you used to be a blatant narcissist. So you deserve to have got date raped. This is what she's saying. Date rape nobody deserves to be put under the influence against their own will, to be taken advantage of in any type of way. All of this is even if you eliminate the word sexual assault and you eliminate the word robbery and you just use drugging, both sides are being taken advantage of, period, because they're getting put under the influence without their proper consent. So what does that do, that leaves you no room to make proper decisions on how you would want to be handled in given situation that you end up in. So therefore, both parties do not have to deal with that. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but saying good for them, I'm staying with Cardi B, just goes to show that you should stay far away from this woman if you ever see her in public, because she thinks it's cool. If she wants to take that rollie off your wrist or that damn Cuban off your neck, she will pop something in your drink because she does not see it as a problem. Yeah, she's definitely clout chasing. I don't know if anything that she says has true genuine value and purpose behind it. But typically what I tend to notice about her is that she can be very, very, I would say, opinionated, but one-sided. And the reason that something is a fact is because everything makes sense. A lot of times when people have arguments and these debates, and you give people with no debate skills and opinions about stuff like this, they think that because it sounds good in the hot take that it's a fact. And that's not always true. Just because something sounds good and you feel confident because there's a microphone and a camera on you, and you're dolled up, that doesn't make it a fact coming out of your mouth. And a lot of stuff that she's saying is very contradicting. To say, I don't know Nicki's husband, but I don't know Cardi B either, and I don't know any of those Trey Songz victims, but his whole lineage should die. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting take on this lady here, but y'all let me know your thoughts about that. It's your boy Dre.